Alright, welcome back everybody to another Subnautica 2 video. Today I'm going to go ahead and give a quick little base tour. I just got finished building my base not too long ago, and I have a feeling they're going to be releasing an update soon. So with an update comes new content, comes probably new base features, and I just want to get this out of the way, kind of show you guys my finished base for the early access before they do any new major updates. So first, let's start off with this room. This is basically like my tadpole docks, my main hub, essentially, where I keep all my tadpoles with all of their attachments up on the wall right here, their mods and whatnot. Back here I have my meds, right, and my personal items, just in case I need to store anything away when I'm not using them. Back here we have our food and water, just sitting in this little corner, just in case I need to replenish. We have our scanner station right here, so we can find any minerals around the area. Not that we need to, because we do have a mineral farm, or a metal farm, rather. We got a little biolab sitting right here in the corner. Very handy, very handy. And then back here, we got all our processors. I do need to expand this out, but to be fair, I'm playing solo, and this is kind of more processors than I'm ever going to need by myself, so I think I'm pretty much set on that. We got our fabricator here, you know, you always need your fabricator. We got our power cell storage and our battery storage right here. And I'm starving. I need to go I need to go fix that. Give me one sec. All right, much better. And let's continue. So if we go down here, we have our little signs. Basically, this is our storage table. I call this a storage table for a very specific reason, and I'll show you that later on. And right before the storage tables, to the left, we have our plant farms. This is basically all like the fiber, the necrolide, like this sea rot, all that good stuff, you know, that you can grow on the grow beds. Right here, we have our metal farms. If you go just past this first storage table entrance. And one thing I love about these metal farms right here is I have them set up in a way where if you just stand right here, or float right here rather, shoot that middle one, they all come to you. You don't have to charge up multiple times and take out multiple, you know, metal farms to get all the metal. You just hit that middle one right there, and boom, you get every single piece of metal, or every single piece of material that these farms have to offer. And if you want to look at the layout, it's just like this, real simple. I have it on a platform a little bit bigger than a normal room, but yeah, I'm pretty sure you could figure out how to do that on your own if you wanted to. And then to show off the storage table, I feel like it would be better to show you from the outside. As you can see, it is a very long hallway just from this one portion, and it does curve down there at the ends. But I have this set up in a way to where I'll pretty much never need to run out of storage space with the future updates when they add all the materials and whatnot. Each one of these 3x1 spaces, well, 3x1x2 spaces, hold one singular item, and I have one of those for pretty much every item in the game. I don't know how much they hold entirely. I'll actually have to figure that out. Okay, coming back post-edit here. Technically, each one of these rooms, as far as I've counted, with the way that I have the storage layout here, as you can see, each one of these rooms holds about 490 items per one room. So if that's 490 items per this room, and then we have one more room directly below it, as well as technically this middle part being a room, this being a room, and then this up here being a room. I'm not going to do the math. I'm sure you can do the math. That's a lot of freaking items, and honestly, I don't need that many, but why not? Why not have that many? And then back here, we have all of our natural stuff, like our fiber, our sea rot, our L rot, and back here we have like our acidic pouches. I can't remember what those are called, but that's the stuff for the mild acid. And then we have our necrolite right here. This is the stuff for the strong acid. But yeah, let me go ahead and give you like a little view of the outside of the base. Pretty hard to fit all into one frame, but here's the entirety of the base. So you can kind of see how big this storage area is in its entirety. It's going to be holding a lot of stuff, especially with the new future updates. This is my main area right here, and that's where the tadpole docks were. And this big tower right here, this will probably be left to whatever comes up in the future updates. I might fill it with the new materials or the new items and interior decorations that they have coming out. I haven't decided yet. Now, if we go up, there's really nothing up here. In all honesty, most of these rooms are empty because I want to be able to leave some space for the new content and whatnot, so I can put it in here. I really do like the way these rooms look, though. I think the entire game is beautiful, and they really do well with this base building because it's just absolutely stunning to look at with like the rays coming in and stuff, and just like how it looks during the orange glow of the evening or the morning. They nailed that really well. I think, honestly, the base design and the way the bases look in this game are some of my favorites out of a lot of survival games. Here we have our little, like, overview deck, our little observation deck, right? We can see everything going on out here. Here's the entire table, and in case you guys were wondering why I was calling it a table, let me show you that real quick. Pretty much because this thing looks like a generic-ass kitchen table. I'm not even lying. I didn't put too much effort into the architecture on this. It was just supposed to be a big box where I could store things, and that's exactly what it comes down to. It's just a big old table. And it might be a little bit of an eyesore, but it's more for functionality than everything. Now, if we go up even further from here, still more empty rooms, but again, these rooms do have a lot of potential. I love the way they look, and I love these little windows. I'm going to keep glazing these windows this entire video. I just love the light fixtures on the floors, the way it, like, the orange glow of the sun off of the metal. Like, oh my gosh, dude, it looks amazing. But yeah, I do see a lot of potential with these rooms. I feel like I can make some pretty cool looking areas out of them. Some pretty cool hangout areas, as well as this one. This one's one of my favorites right here. We got this little tube going around the outside where we can just observe. That's not how you say that. That is not how you say that. Observe everything going on, you know? And if we make it up to the top right here, we get an even bigger view of the area. Right, not too bad, not too bad. Now this is gonna be, I'm not even sure what I'm gonna make this. This might be like some sort of like command post or something funny, you know, just something to fill this room in, because at the moment this is a lot of excess space that I don't need. I just think it looks cool. And that's pretty much what this entire build is. It's a lot of excess space that I don't need, and it's a lot of overkill, but I really like it. I love it a lot. This is one of my favorite bases that I built in any survival game, and honestly, the functionality of this base is what brings it all together. Also, you cannot take fall damage in this game. Holy crap, yeah, 0 fall damage. I don't know how high that was, but that was almost my entire base worth. Well, I guess this is a good time to show you guys the bottom. This is like pretty much the subterranean level of my base.
Big fresh water intake.
And I am thirsty. But down here is just a whole bunch of energy plants, right? We got some bioreactors here so we can, you know, in case our power does get low, or in case we need some overdrive power, we can go and activate those. We got our power storage back here. Right, where our reserve power is in case of our, you know, malfunction or our power goes out or anything like that. You never know. You never know what's gonna happen. And then if we come out here, this is our common room. This is just like, you know, people eat dinner here. We got our little NOAA transmitter here. He gives us all our missions. Got a nice little overview. I love this view right here. I absolutely adore this view. I love the way that looks. You can kind of get the underside of the tadpole docks. You can get the underside of the table as well. There's really nothing going on down here. I don't really come down here a lot. I do have a little tailing chest with a whole nother set of gear if my girlfriend ever wants to join me in this game. You know. And then right behind that, back here, we got our living quarters, right? I set up a little sign right here to resemble a monitor. I think I did a pretty good job on that. I kind of like the way that looks. Got a fabricator right here. Got our little clock so that when we're in bed, we can tell the time of day. If you know, you know. And, yeah, that's pretty much it. I really have nothing else to say about the base. That's essentially everything that there is to show you. You can see the daylight, or the, the clock from right here. I think that's pretty cool. You can see it while you're sleeping, you know, just in case you need to wake up on time for your fish meeting or something like that. You never know. And that is pretty much the entirety of the base. I know people say that bigger does not always mean better. I kind of threw that to the wayside with this one. I just made it as big as I wanted to. And in all honesty, it is causing some technical issues. When you turn on your lights around the base, it starts getting like real choppy, especially at nighttime. I think nighttime is even worse. But yeah, you can kind of see some of the choppiness there. Just the the frame rate kind of lags out, kind of becomes a little annoying to look at, but it's nothing too crazy. Overall, I love the way that it came out. I love the way that this base looks. I don't know if I'm gonna make any changes to the way it looks. I'm sure with like new added materials and new added base parts, I'll definitely be adding like more decorations onto it. But for now, I love the way this base is. It's very functional. It's pleasing to look at in some areas. Maybe not this area right here, but again, it was more for functionality than anything else. And yeah, I just wanted to go ahead and get this out of the way before the new updates. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any comments, please feel free to leave them down below. If you liked the video, please leave a like. It helps a lot.
Dehydration.
Yep, I'm thirsty again. And subscribe if you like this content. It also helps out tremendously. And I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.